Then David again gathered together all the elect men of Israel, 30,000. And David arose and went away, with the entire people who were with him from the men of Judah, so that they might lead back the ark of God, over which is invoked the name of the Lord of hosts, who sits upon the cherubim above it. And they placed the ark of God on a new cart. And they took it from the house of Abinadab, who was in Gibeon. And Uzzah and Ahio, the sons of Abinadab, drove the new cart. And when they had taken it from the house of Abinadab, who was in Gibeon, Ahio preceded the ark as the keeper of the ark of God. But David and all of Israel played before the Lord on every kind of musical instrument made of wood, and on harps, and lyres, and timbrels, and bells, and cymbals. And after they had arrived at the threshing floor of Nacon, Uzzah extended his hand to the ark of God, and he touched it, because the oxen were kicking and had caused it to tip. And the indignation of the Lord was enraged against Uzzah. And he struck him for his temerity. And there he died, beside the ark of God. Then David was saddened because the Lord had struck Uzzah. And the name of that place was called, the striking of Uzzah, even to this day. And David was very fearful of the Lord on that day, saying, How shall the ark of the Lord be brought to me? And he was not willing to send the ark of the Lord to himself in the city of David. Instead, he sent it into the house of Obededom, the Gittite. And the ark of the Lord dwelt in the house of Obededom the Gittite, for 3 months. And the Lord blessed Obededom, and all his household. And it was reported to King David that the Lord had blessed Obededom, and all that was his, because of the ark of God. Therefore, David went and brought the ark of God, from the house of Obededom, into the city of David with joy. And there were with David 7 choirs, and calves for victims. And when those who were carrying the ark of the Lord had traveled 6 steps, he immolated an ox and a ram. And David danced with all his ability before the Lord. And David was girded with the linen ephod. And David, and all the house of Israel, were leading the ark of the testament of the Lord, with jubilation and the sound of the trumpet. And when the ark of the Lord had entered into the city of David, Michal, the daughter of Saul, looking out through a window, saw King David leaping and dancing before the Lord. And she despised him in her heart. And they led in the ark of the Lord. And they set it in its place in the middle of the tabernacle, which David had pitched for it. And David offered holocausts and peace offerings in the sight of the Lord. And when he had completed offering holocausts and peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of the Lord of hosts. And he distributed to the entire multitude of Israel, as much to men as to women, to each one, 1 loaf of bread, and 1 piece of roasted beef, and fine wheat flour fried with oil. And all the people went away, each one to his own house. And David returned, so that he might bless his own house. And Michal, the daughter of Saul, going out to meet David, said, How glorious was the king of Israel today, uncovering himself before the handmaids of his servants, and being unclothed, as if one of the performers were unclothed. And David said to Michal, Before the Lord, who chose me rather than your father, and rather than his entire house, and who commanded me, that I should be the leader over the people of the Lord in Israel. I will both play and demean myself, more so than I have done. And I will be little in my own eyes. And with the handmaids, about whom you are speaking, I will appear more glorious. And so, there was no child born to Michal, the daughter of Saul, even to the day of her death.